ahead.
Just power on.
Off and nothing else. Is this unlocked yet? Oh, you gotta loosen it to move the camera.
Malden Neighborhood Basketball. It's Jim Foley alongside Elias Feldman. We got the Sixers, we got the Pistons. It's game time. Here we go. The Pistons starting 5 are Alan Freeman, number 34. Kevin Barry, number 56. Watch out for him. Charles Washington, number 16. Steve Sands, number 15. And Craig Garner, number 20. For the Sixers, we have Eric Ribeiro, 22. Matthew Emmanuel, number 15. Ricky Douglas, 11. And Olgins, O.J. Cheridort, number 24. Pistons keep possession, go right back up with it.
For the Pistons tonight, their keys to the game, they want to control the boards. They also want to stay in the middle. They want to get the ball down into the post, control the boards.
Sixers inside, manhandled, get the foul call.
The Sixers' keys to the game, they want to control Barry. Barry's the most prolific scorer on the Pistons team. Barry averaged 16.2 last season. Had a fantastic year. They also want to play strong. They want to utilize their size down low and just move some bodies around because they have a lot of big guys on their team.
OJ misses the first. He'll take the second. Misses both. Pistons will run up the court. With the ball now, as we mentioned, Craig Garner, one of the other players the Sixers will have to look out for. Barry turns it over. Unusual for him. Sixers run it up. Too far of a pass. Turn it right back over.
From one look at the Pistons team, you can immediately tell they're a huge team, the biggest team in the league, but they're not athletic, so they need to utilize their size down low.
That's very true, Elias.
Bang it!
Off the glass, no good. Sixers will look to run. Slow it down as the Pistons get all their men back on defense. Ribeiro gets it to his man. Ball gets stuck.
How often does that happen?
That every game, no. Is anybody tall enough to get it? That'll be the challenge here.
Calm down, Johnny.
The Sixers coming in have the best record in the league. They're coming in at 3-0. Well, the Pistons 2-1 have started off hot as well. So this is a matchup of two of the better teams in the league. We look forward to a fast, up-tempo game with a lot of scoring early on.
Yep, that was Ricky Douglas with the miss and the putback per se to get the ball down. Doesn't count as a basket though. Shot, good. Pistons take a quick 4-0 lead here in the first quarter. Just over 7 minutes left to go.
Although the Pistons have a big team, they do know how to pass the ball and they distribute it well.
Just swatted away. Pistons, Lakers, I'm sorry. So many teams I can't keep up. The Sixers able to keep possession. They'll slow it back down. Reset the play. OJ looking for the ball, but he will not get it. Instead, the shot by Ribeiro is no good. OJ puts it up.
Better stop
the foul. Over the back is called. Sixers will retain possession in the offensive zone. Outlet pass.
A much smaller team, but very quick.
Emmanuel, too sharp of a pass. He'll have to run back on defense. Gets there in time and is able to disrupt the play. Good job by Emmanuel recovering. Charles Washington on the Pistons breaks up that pass. The Sixers have the ball. Inbound. Travel. Right there.
Again, these refs are kind of hooked on that 3-second call while a guy's traveling at the same time. It's kind of 50-50. Pick which one you want to call.
Craig Garner at the top of the key.
Garner, a big man running the point guard.
He's a great player. Washington's not able to execute. Sixers get the ball back. A little behind the back to Deke. OJ, somehow that was a pass. No basket regardless. Pistons with the ball. Turn it right back over to the Sixers. Ricky Douglas for 2. With the first quarter halfway through, Pistons are up 4-2. That rhymes.
The Sixers are streaking. They beat the Sonics 56-46 last week.
Garner once again at the top of the key distributing, gets the ball back, looking for the open man.
Garner, kind of an unorthodox point guard. He doesn't necessarily have the build, but he handles the ball well.
We've seen that so far in our short time in this league. OJ comes down with it.
For the Pistons, it's absolutely extremely important that Kevin Barry gets involved early.
Inside, OJ kicks it back out. 3! No good.
That was halfway down the cylinder.
Barry gets the rebound ahead to Garner. Looks to push. Cannot. He'll have to settle it back out. Emmanuel kicks it out of bounds. Pistons retain possession. Kevin Barry, skip pass. Oh, rejected. Alan Freeman got no love on that shot, and the Sixers take it right back through and get the easy 2.
It looks like he shuffled his feet there, but there was a no call. Unlike the last game, 2 much more subdued coaches. Coach Cliff Williams, coach of the week last week.
Well, there's
very calm and collected on the sideline.
There's going to be a lot of shuffling in this game, Eli, because the floors are wet. There were 2 games before this. The floors are slippery. It's going to be tough to keep your balance on the feet.
And there's Barry, as advertised, with that nice mid-range jumper.
Wow! Way to go to the weak side, number 8 for the for the Pistons. Chris Michelli gets. That was wrong. All right, Pistons with the ball.
Garner calling for the ball, trying to reset the play. He'll call it up at the top of the key.
Once again to the basket, this time long. Pistons are being pressed now, and OJ gets the ball to his teammate. Ricky Douglas is unable to put the ball up and in.
So Sheridor is making his presence felt early on in this contest. He dropped 18 points last week in the Sixers win.
Trey Mendes! Great shot by Eric Ribeiro.
So we've seen some incredible shooting skills showed off early. Both these teams can shoot the jump shot.
Good outlets pass back to Barry. He'll shake and bake around this pick. Jump shot from the baseline, no good. Sixers with the rebound. OJ at the perimeter. Pistons all over that shot, want none of it. Inside, OJ looks to go for the hook. He travels instead. And just like that, Pistons will get the ball back.
So it seems like the MNBL is all about the up-tempo game. We really haven't seen any team settle down and run a consistent half-court offense yet.
Shot no good. Sixers with the rebound. They'll look to run. Wide open. Easy basket. No good. Just rims out, and he'll get the foul on the over the back.
Oh, that's going to kill the Sixers. The Pistons run the floor well. They get back on defense. And any opportunity the Sixers have to convert on the fast break, they need to make sure the ball gets in the hoop.
Sixers once again throw a home run pass. Does not get there, and the Pistons try to come up with possession. They are unable to. Sixers will get the ball in the offensive zone. Three ball is long. Pistons with the ball. Garner looks to take it up court. Forces it to the basket for two.
What a finish by Gardner right there.
Minute left to go. Sixers up 9-8 in the first quarter. Foul
like
there.
OJ was out of the control going to the basket. He was fortunate enough to get the call. It looked like there might have been an offensive foul called that time. On the fast break, he was severely outnumbered. Should have probably pulled it back because he didn't have numbers.
He did get lucky, lucky. First free throw is good. Extends the lead 10-8. Pistons will take a timeout here in between free throws. Try to set up their team in the last minute of the first quarter. Get some good plays going, finish strong. You know, get some good momentum going.
Looking at the banners across from us, both of these teams haven't sniffed a real deep playoff run in a long time, and they're both poised to do just that this season. The Pistons were champions in '98, and as recently as 2003. The Sixers, on the other hand, haven't had a championship since 1997. So they want it as bad as anyone out there. And this is a very different game than the two games we saw earlier where there were a lot of fouls, a lot of players that were out of control. This time it seems like players are more composed. The refs are not blowing the whistles very much at all, and we haven't seen any free throws thus far.
I stand on it. I'm almost 7. Get you another chair. That's all.
So with time winding down in the first, we'll see if the Pistons call a play out of the huddle to go off of the free throw. From the outset, Garner has been their main initiator on offense.
OJ set to attempt the second free throw. Does his thing, puts it up, no good. Pistons with the rebound. Charles Washington finally finds Garner.
Another big difference in this game, both teams know how to box out. There are very few loose balls.
Karen Berry gets it to Washington, forces it up, no good. Ball bounces around. Sixers finally come up with it. Eric Ribeiro pushes ahead. Tough shot goes. Douglas with the tough shot.
He made that first nice baseline move and then finished with the right hand.
Sixers doing a great job pressing. Finally, Barry is able to get the ball. Baseline jumper is short.
I ain't seen him since.
Gets his miss. Finds Garner at the top of the key. He'll reset. 2 seconds. He doesn't realize it. Finally forces it up, but it's no good. At the end of the first quarter, score is 12-8. Well, as I spoke with both coaches before the game, and Pistons coach Paul Conrad was pretty much telling me they got to control the boards, and they're doing a fairly good job of that. And also, they were looking to say, you know, not get too fast, not get too slow, stay consistent, stay in the middle.
The Pistons do have a lot of big bodies, and they've been coached well. They know how to rebound, they know how to box out, and those are two things that could absolutely dominate a game at this level where most players are much smaller.
The game's over there. Starting the third game.
So this is a third game of a triple header Saturday.
A full boat.
We got a full slate of games for you every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Only 3 are televised every week, Monday through Wednesday. That's on Channel 3. Malden Public Access, Channel 15. The educational channel. As
you can learn a lot from
producer,
these guys.
And don't forget online at
MNBL. 19.
MNBL.
Tripod.
Tripod.com. We'll clear that up and get that to you later in the telecast.
.tripod.com. Sixers come up with the loose ball. Ahead to Ribeiro.
Nice
He'll
behind
settle
the
down.
back move at the top of the key.
Turnover. Barry takes it to the basket, gets it stripped away.
That's a nice defensive play by McMillan. He recovered real quickly on the fast break and knocked the ball out of the hands of Barry, who looked like he had an open layup.
You ready? MNBL 19.tripod.com.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Barry, top of the key, 4-3, no good, misses everything. The Sixers will get the ball.
And Barry really has not found that touch yet. A guy that averaged over 16 points a game last year. He needs to step up big tonight for the Pistons.
Ribeiro out to Cheridor. Cheridor around the pick, takes it to the basket, unable to find anyone. Emmanuel is able to stop Garner from getting at the ball. Sixers will get the ball.
Emmanuel, not the most athletic guy in the league, but he averaged 8.4 last year. So he does have the ability to score down low.
Barry swats it out of bounds. Sixers will get another shot at the inbound.
So Cheridor last weekend dropped 18 points against the Sixers. Against the Sonics, excuse me, and then he dropped 16 against the Hawks.
Shot no good. Barry with the rebound. Garner finds the wide open Washington underneath, unable to execute. That ball needs to be put in the basket.
Oh, that's tremendous court vision from Washington. From my angle, I did not see Washington down low, but Garner he hit him right on the money.
Sixers. Douglas, baseline. 2 is good. Sixers take the lead and extend it 14-8 with 7:35 left in the second quarter. Pass a little high for Washington. Sixers take the ball right back.
So the Sixers make a lot of substitutions here, approaching the halfway point.
That's right. Sammy Jean is in for the Sixers. He has the ball right now. Look to make an immediate impact. Garner runs ahead, tries to catch the Sixers off guard. To the left hand, no good.
Round the ball, guys!
Able to get his own rebound. Looking
Garner
for Barry.
has a real great court presence. He brought that ball out, and now he's setting up the half-court offense.
Finds Barry. Down low. Baseline jumper. No good by number 42, Kyle Rufo. Rufo is a pretty good rebound from what I've been told. If he gets to go under the basket, they'll make an immediate impact.
He's another real big body down low. The Pistons have 4 or 5 guys that are able to take over a game under the basket.
Yep.
And in a much smaller Sixers team.
Coach Conrad, I'm sorry, Eli. Coach Conrad was saying earlier, like I mentioned, control the boards, and they can do it with the starters and with the guys in back to come in, as Rufo has done so far. We have a timeout. Elias, it's been a low-scoring matchup thus far, and not many fouls have been called. So you got to wonder, what's been going on?
Just from the low score and very few foul calls, it means good defense is being played. And perhaps, we've seen a few times fast break layups haven't been converted. So, both teams need to step up and make their open shots.
Inbound. Back. Break the press does. Pistons do a great job with the defense. Able to create the turnover. They'll get the ball back with 6:30 left in the half. Down by 6. 34, the 3, no good. That was Allen Freeman. Pistons, once again, able to come up with the boards, get second chance points. Barry, baseline, bang.
And that's the kind of productivity they need out of Barry. He's a big guy, but he's very capable of hitting that 18-foot jumper.
Garner runs all the way back down court, able to deflect the pass, slows it down. Pistons are able to reset their offense thus. Barry ahead to Garner. He'll push it. Able to execute. Gets the two-point game.
We've seen
Sixers
that Garner
up
can finish
14-12.
both with the left hand and the right hand.
OJ no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Sixers ball.
I mean, one thing which helps you tell the good players from the great players apart at this level is who can dribble and who can finish with both hands.
Ribeiro to the basket, up and under, gets fouled.
I'm kind of hungry. Do we get room service over here in the booth?
We should definitely recommend that for next time. Maybe if we do a good enough job, they'll be flocking to us with food and goodies and all that
Oh,
stuff.
I can only hope for that raise.
That would be the only one. First free throw by Ribeiro, wins in and out.
Ribeiro last season averaged 54% from the line.
Well, he's got to make this next one here then. And does not. Pistons.
Why you jumping?
And although Ribeiro is a point guard, he is a two guard, he's someone that is capable of shooting. He only had one three-point shot last year, which means that he's more of someone that's going to kind of issue the offense and be more of a leader on the floor.
Bailey gets his teammate Steve Sands unable to finish. Sixers come up with the rebound. Ribeiro between the legs, goes left side. Out to Emmanuel. Trying to find OJ underneath.
Shoot it, Matt. Bang it.
Emmanuel gets the ball back. Once again, tries to find OJ. Does.
Back out.
OJ immediately double teams. Back out to Emmanuel.
That's banging.
Unusual pass there. Pistons come up with it. Looking to do something sweet here. Finishing the play.
Josh McCown.
That was Marcus Bailey up the Pistons.
That is Bailey, excuse me.
Sixers come right back and finish on the other side too.
So it's refreshing to see that players are finishing in that fast break. They're able to hit the layup, which is very fundamental, but you'd be surprised how often someone is just too pressured in a fast break situation and simply misses.
Good job answering. Sixers, very good job done answering. Get the ball out to OJ. Right back. There he is at the top of the key. Takes the pass. Sammy Jean tries to get it inside. It's tipped away. Pistons with the ball.
Garner and Barry both have played the entire first half thus far. They're obviously the two leaders for the Pistons.
Garner. Wow, that was a hot pass. Wow, that was a hot pass.
That was a phenomenal couch by Bailey down low.
Yeah, if he didn't catch that, that would have taken his face off.
I think it was more in self-defense than anything else.
Another turnover. And another layup.
Yet this time was not able to finish. Spinorama runs into his own teammate. Ribeiro does.
I hate when they miss layups.
Takes the three. Hits the three.
Wow, and for a guy that only had one three-point shot last year, that didn't look too shabby.
That took the lead right there, 19-16.
Real tight ball game.
Two minutes to go in the quarter. Shot no good. Sixers get the rebound. Ribeiro shakes and bakes. Gets tied up with Barry. Barry commits the foul.
Both teams are playing with a lot of energy, and they're playing fundamental basketball. Just in the past couple of minutes, got much more physical, however. As and guys are really putting their bodies on the line. The cause of that is probably because both teams are started to press a little bit more defensively.
OJ takes it to the basket. Jump shot is long. Barry of the Pistons with the rebound. Gardner will run it up court. Calls the play. Gets it right back. Fakes the shot. Around the man. Takes the jumper. No good. Ribeiro with another rebound.
Oh,
He's done a good job so far.
Excuse me, Garner did everything perfectly that time. Nice head fake. He got open at the left elbow, but just couldn't convert.
Gene to Ribeiro. Fakes it. Emmanuel. The fake doesn't fly this time. And Barry does a great job of stripping it away.
For a big guy, Emmanuel can handle the ball a little bit. You've seen him make a few real nice passes. And I mean, I see him out on the wing more than in the post. So, I mean, his size doesn't necessarily mean everything.
Emmanuel getting the dimes.
Dropping dimes all over creation.
Oh, looks to put it up and does. But
Right as we say that, with a nice head fake, up and under layup. Filthy.
Indeed. Great outlet pass. Once again, no good. Marcus has missed 2 of those. But Gardner able to get it back. Goes left hand and good. To the left, to the left.
What a nice finish by Gardner. He took it the length of the floor after that steal.
I love Gardner's hustle going up and down the court. Side to side. Doing a great job. Ooh, tough call. Ends up going to the Sixers.
Enough, the importance of being able to use both hands on a layup. I mean, that time Gardner was forced to the left. It would have got blocked if he used his right.
Bad pass. Pistons pick it up. Bailey has another chance. He gets fouled this time. However, it's a travel. Unable to set his feet on the slippery floor.
Yeah, he walked from the free throw line to the baseline.
Bailey might have hurt himself more on that play. He looks all right.
Time winding down here.
OJ distributes. Barry wants none of that. He salutes.
Oh, Barry said, no, get out of my house. And he gives the mile-high salute.
Thanks for coming.
Some leagues, that might be called taunting, but here, oh, it just pumps everyone up.
Sean Hickey, you got to wonder if he'll make that shot again with Barry right around him. This time it's Ribeiro. He is
5 seconds to go.
Barry has to shoot it up. He can't handle the ball. Finally puts it up. No good. And at the end of the half, the Sixers have the lead 21-18. At the end of the first half, the Sixers are up 21-18 alongside Elias Feldman and Jim Foley. And Elias, it's been an up-tempo game. What do you think?
Oh, it's been great. It's a real change of scenery from the 2 previous games. Both teams are hustling, very up-tempo. And there are also a lot of big guys that know how to handle the ball. So it's a real treat to see Garner finish with the left hand on a fast break and do the little things.
As far as the Sixers are concerned, their leading scorer right now is Eric Rivera with 8 points. What do you think of his game so far?
Well, Ribeiro has that outside shot. He's capable of carrying his team, and he'll come out strong in the second half.
All right, let's do it. Third quarter coming right up.
Ball's in! Ball's in!
Welcome back to the Fairway School in Malden, Massachusetts. Elias Feldman alongside Jim Foley. A great contest here at the half. 21-18 Sixers on top. In a very up-tempo contest. We look for a great second half. Barry's going to inbound the ball to Gardner. Gardner takes it to the top of the key. Passes down to the middle. Barry, right wing, back out to Gardner. Gardner sets up the play. Now Barry rotates left wing, back to Gardo, elbow, head fake into the lane, loses possession, brings it back out, resets the play. Garner passes top of the key, Barry right wing. Barry picks up his dribble, kicks it back out, gets the ball back right away, but it's out of bounds.
Tough pass by Wilhart right there. He's got to be a little quicker with it so it doesn't get deflected.
Wilhart kicks it out to Garner, left wing. Garner, triple threat position, cross court to Barry. Pops the three-pointer, no good.
Good idea right there on the skip pass. Good idea right there on the skip pass, trying to catch the Sixers off guard. They just weren't able to hit the shot.
Ribeiro running the point. Emmanuel dishes out to the wing.
Corner, corner.
And McMillan sets up the play. Guarded by Gardner, top of the key. Looks like the Pistons are playing a zone defense here to start the second half. OJ with a little head fake, misses the runner in the lane. Foul on the Sixers and the Pistons get the ball back. The Sixers immediately pick up full court press. The Pistons need to get it across the timeline, and they have trouble doing so. Ribeiro, wide open layup, hits it.
He had time to set himself, recover the ball, look at the basket, put it up, and get it in. He didn't rush the shot. He realized he was losing the ball, but didn't rush himself, and that was why he was able to recover in time.
The Pistons' press big break offense will truly be tested here at the outset of the third quarter. 23-18 Pistons with a 5-point advantage. Oh, excuse me, Sixers on top. Garner has trouble inbounding it, throws it across the court and out of bounds. So the Sixers are playing effectively. Their full court press.
He hit his coach, actually, so he did hit his teammate, but, you know, just not the
He
correct
hit his teammate on the bench.
Yeah.
So now Ribeiro
Didn't want that.
will set up the play at the top of the key. Emmanuel, the big man from long range, fires off the mark. OJ put back with the right hand, doesn't go, and there's a foul called underneath after the shot.
Wow, McMillan was just taken down there.
And McMillan looks shaken up a little bit. Looks like he may have got the wind knocked out of him initially. And the Sixers back in that full court press. Garner breaks it right up the center. Pistons finally get the ball across the timeline. Garner straight down the middle, dishes to Barry. Barry up with the right hand. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. And Barry will go to the line for 2 shots.
Kyle Rufo, when he received the pass when they broke the press, I want to see him find the guy down low right away. When you break the press, you have the man advantage because they have the extra guy back court. So once he got the pass, he just wasn't looking around. He just, just passed it back and didn't look for the guy ahead of him. And fortunately for them, they were able to create a play to get a foul called. But in the future, I want to see them just push it ahead.
Barry struggled a bit in the first half, but he is one of the better players in the league from the free throw stripe. He averaged 61% last season. Very long on the first attempt. And a lot of big men on the floor. You don't see this very often in the MNBL. Barry isn't able to even hit one free throw.
Oh my God, how's that?
Good effort by Chris Michelli, number 8, to try to get that.
Both Pistons coaches are barking at the ref, trying to make sure they get the possession back. Inbounds to Barry. Barry, center of the key, gets the roll and it falls.
Barry used the size advantage right there. Just manned up, put it up, got it in.
McMillan behind his back into the corner. Emmanuel, right wing once again. He took a 3 from there a couple possessions ago. Emmanuel, the big man, running the point, handling the ball.
Right hand the entire time, mind you.
And he dishes to McMillan. Nice pass, who finishes.
He's the right-hand man.
He is the right-hand man. I don't know if he belongs out on the wing, but he's doing a good job. 25-20. Sixers up by 5 halfway through the third quarter.
Rufo unable to catch up to that pass. Team thought he was running. He wasn't. It was ahead of him.
So now McMillan brings it across the middle circles into the front court. McMillan to Emmanuel, right wing. Emmanuel, triple threat position, holding the ball above his head, backs it back out to set up the play.
Douglas, that's top key, finally gets it. He was wanting the ball all day.
Romero passes to McMillan. His three-point shot is off the mark. Rebound.
Yeah, OJ.
OJ, big man. Put back.
With the juice.
Yeah, he's about to start juicing the Pistons with his dominance. And now Garner to set up the play. Garner at 6 points in the first half.
Wow, that was not the best looking shot.
A poor shot selection that time by the Pistons with a three-point shot early on in the possession. Now Romero back the other way. I don't know how Romero got that shot off, but he missed it anyway. Garner now doesn't have numbers, but he splits the defense and finishes with the left hand.
He did split that. Tweener. Right between
What a play by Garner. It was 2-on-1 disadvantage for him, but he took it straight to the rack and finished hard. Nice pass to Ribeiro, along with the layup. Now Garner with another fast break chance, 2-on-2 if he hurries. Passes back out to Barry, mid-range jumper, got it. So 27-24, Sixers up 3:30 left in the third.
Douglas with the air ball.
In the corner, Douglas way off the mark. Garner back again. Soars through the lane.
How he shoots. Indeed. Great play by Garner. He's the first man up the floor every time.
Seems like Garner has numbers on a fast break every time down the court. OJ with a few too many steps, not called. And he finished it as he cuts through the lane.
Oh, Cheridor is pumped up.
Oh, he's ready. Yeah, Craig.
And Cheridor now coming down the court by himself. Big man. Loses control of the ball. Hits the floor hard. No foul is called.
Tried to go up and under right there, but the under was rejected. Should have stayed up.
Crowd here at Berryway School is pumped up.
Rubbing it in.
We do have a capacity crowd. Nice pass down low. Ribeiro is fouled and will go to the stripe for 2.
That's what happens when you catch the Pistons off guard. They'll foul you because they're not ready for the ball.
Every Saturday and Sunday, you can always make your way down to Ferry and Cross Streets, the Berryway School, where all the action happens every weekend.
Invades the MNBL.
Just a good time and a great brand of basketball.
I'd say.
So Ribeiro now at the stripe. And both teams have been very active in the second half. Garner's come out extremely strong with 6 quick points. He is 12 on the game.
Chris Michelli in, providing some fresh legs in for Steve Sands.
Take over, Craig.
Ribeiro misses the second free throw attempt. Garner now brings it between the circles. Gardner dribbling with the left hand, crosses over to the right, now to the middle of the lane.
Ooh, Rufo spins.
Rufo, who had 4 in the first half.
Oh, wow. That might have been a
shake
palm
and bake,
ball
but he
right
can't
there.
finish.
Wow.
And now Garner quickly ahead, skirts around Emmanuel. Garner, left baseline, over his shoulder to Barry.
Who does he think he is?
Oh, the nice finish by Rufo.
He's Bob Cousy out there on the floor.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a
He thinks he's
play.
Bob Cousy.
Now Ribeiro trying to initiate the offense. Down low to Emmanuel, right block. Kicked out of bounds. Waiting for a call from the ref. And it looks like it'll be
Pistons ball.
Pistons ball. I don't know who kicked it. There's a little confusion there.
Well, Coach Paul Conrad provided a little input that might have helped the refs out there.
Barry now straight down the middle of the lane. And good.
Cuts it back to a tie ball game.
30-30, not at all. 1:45 to go in the third.
Come on, man, feel it.
Ribeiro now loses possession of the ball. Barry, as he tried to skirt along the baseline, he was pushed. So now a little bit of press now from the Sixers, a little bit of pressure as Garner brings the ball up the floor, left wing. Garner, pass cross court. Now top of the key and back to Garner. Barry, left baseline. Short
He can
mid-range
make those.
jumper.
He's got to make those.
Off
He made them
the mark.
earlier in the game.
Ribeiro quickly back the other way. He'll bring it out to reset the play. OJ through the middle of the lane, but can't finish with the right hand, and Barry quickly back.
They had enough guys on him that time to, you know, get right back at him.
Garner slipped, recovered, but couldn't finish.
Able to match up.
And now Emmanuel, the outlet pass, right wing. Emmanuel, the nifty move with the right hand, dishes it back.
I wouldn't want to be in front of Manuel when he runs into me.
And McCown couldn't convert. And that is a big individual coming right at you.
Coach Paul Conrad gets a timeout, he'll get it.
And McCown could not convert on that last play. He averaged 9 points last season, was the rookie of the year, but just could not hit the mid-range jumper.
Emmanuel's,
Very, very exciting second half thus far.
yes, Emmanuel, he's sort of an underrated big man. You know, even us, you and sure, and the rest of the fans, he doesn't have the look for necessarily, you know, getting there, getting the pass going, but he's been doing a great job distributing the ball, finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Emmanuel, I mean, he has a little bit of handles, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that time he was soaring towards the hoop, a nice dish over the right shoulder. Unfortunately, his teammate couldn't drop it in.
Street balling on him. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I thought we were in street ball league. Unbelievable. So now, about 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We have a tie ball game. Both teams knotted at 30 apiece. A lot of 30s in there, but hopefully you can follow. Ball inbounded to Garner. Through the legs to Barry. Up and under moves. Skies to the hoop, but can't finish.
I told you this was street ball.
And this makes you wonder whether they practice this kind of stuff in practice. It just flows so naturally out there.
Kyle Rufo picked up that foul.
So the Pistons' zone defense has been effective. Emmanuel from long range. And Garner recovers the rebound. Outlet pass to Barry, knocked away. And a big swat.
Josh McCown.
Josh McCown, that's your rookie of the year.
Oh, baby. Rookie of the year from last year.
Finally making his presence felt.
He wants none of that.
He said, get out of my building. And Emmanuel calling for the ball on the far side. Passes to OJ. 2 seconds to go. Emmanuel fires it up. It would have counted. It's a bit long, and at the end of 3 quarters, tie ball game here at Ferryway School. 30 apiece.
I don't need a microphone. Like, listen to play-by-play.
I don't want to jinx anything, but this seems like it's game of the week material to me.
I agree, and I spoke with Coach Cliff Williams before the game. You see him over there talking to his players. He's been doing a good job containing Barry and Garner, the Pistons, two superstars. He's been able to get some shots off, hasn't been able to execute as much. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to do the same for Garner. They've been doing somewhat, but doing enough. And that's all they need, doing enough to contain him. You can't completely stop a superstar like Garner. But, you know, Sixers are still in this game. It's a tie ball game. They're playing strong defense, and that's keeping them in.
And 10 minutes of great basketball ahead of us. And be sure to catch every MNBL basketball game, or at least 3 games each Monday through Wednesday at 3 p.m. That's on Channel 15. And the game of the week, let's say this is a possible candidate game of the week every Friday night at 7 p.m. That's prime time on Channel 15.
Definitely a GOTW.
Definitely GOTW material. Sounds like some political reference, but it's basketball.
That's POW.
There you go. Thanks for the...
or GOP.
Enlightenment.
Okay, I see. We
GOP,
mix of the
exactly.
GOP and POW. It's the GOTW.
Oh, looks like he shuffled his feet there. OJ under the basket, has to finish.
Good emphasis by Olgins. Cheridor just kept going up and up and able to execute, and finally got fouled. He'll shoot here and try to bring his Sixers in the lead.
Come on, you need those points. Who got the shooter? Who got the shooter?
Once again, we're seeing a great mix of fast break offense and very solid defense here this evening. And Cheridor misses the second free throw. Outlet to Garner. Garner at the block, almost gets picked from the back and throws the ball away along the sideline.
Sixers are slowing it down a little bit, which I'm surprised about. I'd like to see them pick up the pace.
Ribeiro throws an errant pass, stolen by Gardner.
Because Garner's definitely sweating it up over there. His shirt is soaked.
Barry down low, double team. Barry still chucks it up. Wow, halfway down the cylinder, but doesn't go through.
That basketball met every single part of that rim, but was not able to fall right down.
Unbelievable. Emmanuel now. Pass up top. Cheridor mishandles the ball, but kicked out. Downtown. Almost banked it home, but it wouldn't fall. Gardner quickly the other way. We haven't seen this before, have we? Ribeiro has open court in front of him. Up with the right hand.
It's a great job by Chris Michelli there to prevent the easy layup. He just got right in front and was able to prevent the layup.
A lot of times on the fast break, you either give up an easy layup or commit a foul. But that time, he fell back defensively, prevented the shot, and did not foul. Very heads-up play. And now we'll have a jump ball between the circles. Ribeiro easily wins the tip. I don't know if he has hops or if he's a couple inches taller. And Barry gets the steal quickly the other way, down with the right hand, up and under with the right. No good, blocking foul. And very aggressive move that time by Barry. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Great job to get the shot off in time before the defense is able to get their feet set to create the offensive foul.
A usually consistent free throw shooter, Barry missed both attempts last time he was sent to the line.
Let's go, Chuck. Go, Chuck.
See Charles Washington for the Pistons back in the game. And Douglas for the Sixers.
Washington made his presence felt in the first half. Another big body down low. And Barry hits 1 of 2. Big punctual rebound by Cheridor. nice pass down low, but the shot is no good. Garner, wide open look.
He's getting to the basket first every single time. Garner, the hustler. He's a hustler, baby.
So the Pistons up 3 now, 33-30. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Two highly competitive teams this year. The Sixers 3-0. The Pistons 2-1, trying to eke out a win. Garner's pass is deflected. Looks like Romero trying to be fancy behind the back. Garner wide open, back ahead to Barry.
Wow! Quick pass. That's how it's done.
And a little showmanship from Barry as he comes back down the floor. Timeout by the Sixers. And finally, we see a little bit of a run here. The Pistons on a 5-0 run. That's just what both teams have been looking for. Try to get into a rhythm and get on a little run here, and the Pistons have done just that.
That's right. Both teams have been looking for it, but the Pistons have found it. They've been the ones that have been able to step up, and they're the ones with the 5-point lead.
Garner and Barry have both played every single minute up until this point, and they're really carrying the team. Slightly unorthodox, the Sixers have their huddle out at the top of the three-point arc.
I've seen Coach Williams do that a lot lately. He wants his team out on the floor, standing up, looking strong, getting ready right away. So presence.
Well, Coach Cliff Williams, I mean, you don't question anything that he does. He won a championship with the Celtics in 2000 as an assistant coach. He was the coach of the week this past week. So he does have the credentials in this league.
That's right. He's been able to bring this team back from being down. Last year, they're at the bottom of the league. This year, they're looking strong.
So 5 minutes of crunch time here as the game winds down in the fourth quarter. 35-30. OJ misses the short jumper. Loose ball on the floor. Sixers come up with it. Back out top of the key to reset the play. Sheridor. Again, and he hits this time. On his third attempt on that possession, Sheridor finally gets one to fall.
Third time's the charm.
Washington.
Yes, Washington. Yes, sir. That's how you do. Standing there right next to the baskets, waiting for the ball. Finally gets it. Says thank you.
Emmanuel from downtown.
Don't shoot. Juice, don't.
And Sheridor with another second chance but can't finish. Scramble for the loose ball. We're waiting for a call.
You see
And it
Sheridor.
looks like the Sixers will hold on to the ball.
Sheridor, he just keeps pushing and pushing, and I don't know if it's doing too well for the Sixers right now. He's got to find, when the Pistons pull into him, he's got to find the open man in the outside for the open shot.
Emmanuel gets the big rebound. Takes it out to reset. Sheridor up and under with the right hand. No good. Gets his own rebound and he's fouled as he goes up. Seems like Sheridor has second chance opportunities on every possession.
That's right, Elias. He'll get to shoot two here. Yet I still think that'll be even, he can find better shot selection if he finds the open man on the outside.
Well, both Emmanuel and Rivera have proven that they can hit the open jumper.
3 times the bounce, no good.
Sheridor has lacked that consistency in the free throw stripe this afternoon.
That's right.
At 3, you're unleashed.
Washington now goes to the stripe with a 1-and-1 as the Sixers are in the penalty with 3:45 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Airmail.
Wow. FedEx must have bribed him on that air delivery. Now Emmanuel, the big man, once again stuck in the pressure. Ahead to Ricky Douglas, who skies toward the hoop and was fouled. Douglas at 6 in the first half.
You gotta wait 48 seconds.
That was actually their leading score for the first half. That's to show how little amount of points that was scored.
What I do is when I do this, I line up the corner, the backboard right there.
Come on, folks.
That free throw cut the deficit to 3. Ooh, a little unsportsmanship over there. You see the wristband get thrown. Don't like to see that from Douglas. He's lucky to not get teed up there.
Douglas is lucky to still be on the floor. 39-34, Pistons up 5. Washington trying to extend it to 6. Konecki now long range three-point shot. NBA range is way off the mark. Rebounded by Douglas as he goes up strong and is hacked by Washington. Will send Douglas right back to the line. 3:18 here to go in the fourth quarter. Fairway School. Elias Feldman alongside Jim Foley.
Douglas
Third game of this triple header.
Douglas, I apologize, Elias. That's a great point. This is the third game. Douglas did a great job. He came all the way from the weak side to pick up that rebound and force the shot back up to create the foul. Now he'll get 2 easy shots.
As tempers starting to flare here as the game is in its waning moments. Douglas hits the first free throw. And I mean, both teams have just played their hearts out. They've hustled up and down the entire game. And it can be expected that there would be some tempers flaring. Barry will inbound. He looks for Garner. Garner back to Barry. Top. Barry off the glass. Good.
The plexi is definitely his friend today.
Very Tim Duncan-esque kiss off the glass. Kicked out to Douglas. Long two-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded to the Pistons. Barry.
That's what Barry needs to do.
Let's go, Barry. Come on, J-Mac, quit it.
Use his size to his advantage.
Now Barry to Garner. Garner looked to dish out to Barry, lost possession of the ball. Barry gets it back, throws up a wild shot. No good. The finish doesn't go either. And Douglas says no, and here come the Sixers. Three is no good. What a surprise. Gardner there to get the rebound. 41-36.
Look at that, they got 3 on Craig.
You see the Pistons are just slowing down too much. But, you know, both teams are. You can understand that now as the time winds down with just about 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
OJ can't convert with the left. Now Barry has Garner ahead of him, but didn't see him. Barry will take it himself off the glass, doesn't go. And the ball will go back to the Sixers. There's 1:53 on the clock. 41-36. Pistons have a 5-point advantage.
The Sixers need a basket here. They're down by 5 with 1:48 to go. Emmanuel. That was huge.
From downtown. And just like that, we have a 2-point ball game once again.
Wow, the E in Emmanuel is for execution at this point.
looked from here that he may have had his toe on the line, but
it was very close.
The ref saw it better and gave him the full 3 points on that shot attempt. So 1:42 to go. Pistons with a 2-point advantage. Incredible ball game here. It just comes down to guts and who wants it more in the waning moments of this contest.
The Pistons will have the advantage here at this point because they know how to be unselfish. They're good at distributing the ball, passing it around, and that's what they're going to have to do to slow this pace down. Make sure they pass the ball around, find the right shot. You don't want to take a speedy shot right here that's probably not the best selection. You got to pass, distribute, be unselfish, be on the same page, find the best shot selection, and that's how you can execute take time off the clock and extend the lead.
And the Pistons coming out of this timeout will have possession, so they're going to want to run as much time off the clock as possible. But the Sixers are going to counter with a full court press. And they get the steal. Douglas down the middle of the lane, behind his back, a little too fancy, but Emmanuel recovers. Emmanuel in the corner. Down low to Douglas. Douglas can't handle the ball. And the Pistons have another chance to kill some time. Barry to Garner. Garner standing in the middle of the court between the circles. Garner to Barry, right wing. Barry in the corner, looking for Garner. Sixers playing tight defense. 1 minute to go. The Pistons with a 2-point advantage. Very tight ball game we got here at Fairway School. Barry's going to inbound to Gardner. Gardner double teamed. Jump ball. Looked like he was going to call a timeout, but the ref gave him a jump ball. So it'll be Garner and Emmanuel. Emmanuel has a slight height advantage, but he's also a little bit more stocky. And Barry runs down the loose ball.
Intentional. Come on. Football, Johnny
So Garner was fouled, and he'll go to the stripe with 1 minute even to go in this contest.
This is a great opportunity for Garner because he's getting tired now. You can tell he's been hustling all game. These are the type of shots you want him to take right now. He can just settle and take his time, get a good shot up from the free throw line, extend the lead.
This is huge because Garner can extend the game to a 2-possession contest.
Exactly.
Yeah, Fred. Hit the next one, Fred. Hit the next one, Fred.
He hits the first, which is huge.
The Pistons teammates just assuming that shot was worth 2 points in itself. He's just so good. Wow, that one almost touched the ceiling.
Garner's very clutch. Now it's a 4-point advantage for the Pistons. Under a minute to play here at the Fairway School in Malden. Emmanuel. Wow, as he falls out of bounds. Unbelievable. 1-point ball game. Garner now trying to get it across the timeline. Garner to the far side. Double team swarmed by Sixers. Finds Barry open middle of the key. Pistons now holding on to the ball, trying to milk the clock a little bit. Garner finds Barry right wing. Barry triple team back out to Garner. And finally Garner is fouled. He's pushed near center court, and he'll have another chance to give the Pistons a 3-point advantage. However, he can't put the game out of reach. It's going to be a 1-possession game regardless.
You got 3-point quality shooters on the floor for the Sixers who can create this. Well, it doesn't matter now that you can only make it a 2-point game.
So will the Sixers call a timeout, or will they just try to push and keep the Pistons on the back of their feet?
I hope they just push and push and push.
So 29 seconds to play. And the Sixers get the timeout. What a nail-biter here at Fairway School in Malden. 44-42, Pistons with a 2-point lead. And out of this timeout, the Sixers are going to have a chance to tie or go home with a victory.
It's all or nothing at this point. Both teams are tired. Neither wants to go into an overtime.
I mean, if you're the Sixers, do you Do you look for a player in the post just to tie the ball game up, or do you go for all and take a three-point shot?
I say what you do is you go for a three, but if you are able to see the Pistons looking away and being lazy underneath, you try to take it to the basket for two and the foul.
Right. Another thing, I mean, probably the most logical thing to do would be go quick to the hoop, hit a two-point shot, then immediately foul. There's plenty of time left in this game. And who will the Sixers go to in the crunch? Will it be Emmanuel, who's hit a few big shots, or Rivero?
If it's outside, it's Emmanuel. If it's inside, it's Rivero.
Sheridor has struggled a bit in this contest, but he's another big guy who's pretty reliable. Sheridor is the leader, but he has had his own problems down in the post this afternoon. Now Sixers top of the key, 20 seconds on the clock. Emmanuel in the corner, kick ball, and the Sixers will retain possession.
The Sixers here have set plays going. You hope they can execute at this point. They realize what they're doing.
In the middle. Swarm, triple teams. Can't get it to fall. Emmanuel back up. It's good.
Emmanuel.
10 seconds to play. Pistons. Barry, chance to win the ball game. Barry goes towards the baseline. Fumbles out of bounds. And the Sixers come up with the ball.
That went off OJ. He got lucky there. That Barry was the last to touch it.
It looked like it may have gone off OJ's foot. But now the Sixers have the ball, tied at 44, 4.2 to play. And the Sixers can squeak out a win.
Now you just take the best shot available at this point. You have time to dribble, maybe get one extra pass in there if the first option is not there. Be aware of the second option.
And if you're the Pistons, you just don't want to foul in this circumstance. If you foul, you're going to send the Sixers to the line with a chance to win on the free throw strike. So it all comes down to this. Knotted at 44, 4.2 to go.
Yeah, they only get it at half court, so dribble up and call timeout.
Now, from what I'm seeing from the two breaks, the Pistons definitely look more into what was going on. I saw the Sixers looking around, not really being into the play. I see some of the guys looking at the hoop, trying to fake dunk. They can't be doing that at this point.
So the Sixers don't get the ball at half court after the timeout. They'll have to go 92 feet, the full length of the floor. Inbound to Rivero, guarded by Sheridan. Rivero doesn't look like he's going to get the shot off. And go into an extra period.
That was fabulous defense by Craig Garner to completely shut down them even getting to half court for a shot.
Rivero just had no chance whatsoever to get a shot off. And we'll play 5 more minutes here at the Ferryway School. It really comes down to which team has that last bit of juice in them.
The juice! The juice!
Well, the fans are all still here, so they definitely expect just as much out of a great finish. Nobody's gone home.
Capacity crowd got what they wanted. Now we'll see if overtime offers the same excitement.
Players showing some love at the beginning of this overtime.
Showing a lot of love. I see Freeman back on the court for the Pistons. I like that. He's been fairly well rested this game. He did start, but hasn't played as much in the second half. I like to see him produce in this overtime. Here in the extra period, each team will only have one timeout, so we'll have to be sure to use that sparingly. Barry wins the tip, and the Pistons immediately have a chance to take the lead, but can't convert.
I said Freeman needed to come through, and that was his chance right there to do so immediately.
scramble in the far corner for the ball. And the Sixers will have possession. Emmanuel couldn't handle the inbound pass. Gardner. Passes ahead. And a hard foul as he soars towards the hoop.
Good job running the court right there by Freeman with the fresh legs.
Got 2 behind you.
So Freeman unable to hit the first free throw, double bonus, so he'll have a second attempt.
There you go, Freeman.
So now the Sixers moving from left to right in front of us. Berry Way School in Malden, Massachusetts. Thanks for joining us. Elias Feldman alongside Jim Foley. And another Sixers turnover.
They were able to keep away from that in the second half, but it's starting to come right back as it was in the first half in this overtime.
Gardner calling out the play. Gets the ball back from Berry. Gardner over to Freeman. Right wing, Berry top the key. Dumps it down to Rufo. Rufo with the move towards the hoop and kicks it out of bounds. It's off Sheridor. So the Pistons get the ball. Gardner streaking towards the hoop. Pump fake, doesn't go. And Emmanuel with the board.
That was a bad shot right there.
Sheridor kicks it out to Emmanuel.
Ooh, I think Emmanuel wanted to take that.
He did. Oh, and Douglas finishes.
He made the right choice.
Wise
Smart
decision
play.
in retrospect. So 46-45, 2:34 to go here in the first period of overtime. Berry skies for the jumper. Can't hit. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. And it will stay here. Pistons retain possession. And Rufo will inbound to Berry. Berry passes out to Garner. Left wing. Dribbling with his right hand. Guarded by the Sixers.
You see him instructing the offense there. Good effort by the Sixers right there, number 11, Rick Douglas. Tried to keep it in right after that, but it went out of bounds. Pistons are going to keep the ball.
So Rufo to inbound again. He's the designated inbounder. And Berry skies for the elbow jumper.
That was big right there. Gave him the lead.
Now McMillan to initiate the offense for the Sixers.
Every point
Passes
counts
down
now.
low to Douglas.
As does every possession. And that was not a good pass. OJ barely got fouled there, but the call was made, and he will get the double bonus, and he'll get to shoot 2.
And the refs are hearing it from this capacity crowd.
Capacity indeed.
So Sheridor led the Sixers last weekend with 2 huge, monstrous games, and he has another chance to carry them here in overtime.
No pressure.
You must have earplugs in or something because this crowd is loud.
No pressure. Give it on. Give it on. Get on.
Sheridor, very clutch, hits 2.
Pistons need a good possession here, not necessarily need a basket, but just can't get a turnover, allowing the Sixers to run up the court. At least get a good shot off.
Down the middle of the
And
lane,
they
off
do.
glass, doesn't go.
Good.
It's a putback by Rufo.
They got the good shot off. Rufo was able to clean it up. Good job.
So now the Pistons up 1, 49-48, a minute to go in overtime.
Get on him. Get on him.
Ribeiro kicks out to Emmanuel, stolen by Gardner. Kicks out to Freeman. Freeman, 2-on-1. They
get
have
the
numbers
pass
if
up.
they hurry.
There you
Rufo's
go.
wide open on the wing. But there's a Sixers foul on the play.
Marcus Bailey here. Now it's his time to shine.
We have under a minute to play in overtime, the third game of this triple header Saturday.
Triple header. I hope it doesn't go into triple overtime.
So now Sheridor brings it across the timeline. In the corner is Douglas. Long range downtown. Just a bit short. Forward by Emmanuel.
Good job,
The putback doesn't go. Douglas, no. And the Pistons get the ball. 30 seconds to play.
Coach Conrad wanted a timeout there, but got the play to stop instead with the foul.
It didn't look like the ref saw him.
That's true, they didn't. Instead, they saw the foul play, and Garner will get a chance to get some good shots right here. This is the time. 28.9 seconds left to go in overtime.
So Garner, the Pistons' most consistent player this evening. He's the guy you want shooting your free throws.
I didn't hear a touch of rim on that.
And now the Pistons
beauty.
with a 2-point lead. Even if Gardner hits this, the Sixers will have a chance to tie.
Shooter, you got it.
So a 3-point ball game. 25 seconds to play. McMillan, top of the key between his legs. Passes, high block to Sheridan. Towards the hoop.
That works just as well. That works just as well.
And when it counts, Sheridor with a nice finish, strong to the basket. So a big free throw now for Sheridor. OJ, as they're chanting his name here at the Fairway School in Malvern. And a huge free throw.
That was huge.
They got to play for the last one.
51. Under 20 seconds to play. And the Pistons will have a chance for one shot to take the lead and take the win and walk out of here alive.
Bernard wants it to end right now.
The Pistons do not want to send this to a second overtime. They want to walk out of here immediately.
You only get one in overtime.
So if you're the Pistons, who gets the ball right here? Is it Gardner or Barry?
Well, I'd like to see Garner get the ball, but I'm not sure he can execute at this point with the amount of, effort that he's just put in. And Barry, he can do well. And he hasn't done as well as he could in this game, so now is the time. So I want to get it to Barry, show what he can do.
It's a good call, Jim. Elias Feldman alongside Jim Foley. Under 20 seconds to play. Tie ball game in overtime. The Pistons and the Sixers. Pistons call a timeout now. Both teams are out of timeouts. So now they advance the ball to half court, and that's where they will inbound the ball. 12 seconds to go, tie ball game.
You gotta wonder what Coach Paul Conrad has up his sleeve here.
Conrad is diagramming a play in the huddle.
Now remember, at the end of regulation, both teams had to draw up big plays. So if they were paying attention to other teams, they should remember what the opposite team did to end regulation, and gotta wonder if they're looking to do the same play to finish out overtime as they did to finish out regulation. If so, the Sixers should be ready for what the Pistons have in store. Otherwise, who knows, Coach Conrad might have another thing up his sleeve, but He might just try to go with the same game winner as before.
Yeah, you got a big game like this. Keep the ball in the middle. This is big.
So Barry will inbound at half court on the far side. The Pistons going from right to left in front of us. Barry inbounds into the backcourt to Garner. 10 seconds to play. Tie ball game 51-51. Pass to Barry. Right wing.
There's a shot.
Barry
Oh,
blocked.
it's deflected.
McMillan with the rebound and gets the timeout.
He did get the shot off, but the Sixers were ready for it, just as I
I
had
guess
called.
they had one more timeout in their back pocket.
Wow.
And the Sixers, just like at the end of regulation, have another shot here with the tie ball game to walk out of here with the W.
I think in double trouble, Elias.
Wow, this is incredible. I'm winded. So once again, one play, 3 seconds.
Yeah, I got one timeout, OJ.
The Sixers don't have much time here. It's going to take a miracle. Emmanuel launches from half court. Oh! He almost got it to fall.
That really went in.
And we're going to a second overtime period.
That nearly went in. That would have been the $77,777 shot, as the Celtics would call it. Wow.
You're 5:36 back. I want to be out here by 6 o'clock.
Well, the fans stuck around for the first overtime, but they're starting to move out of the second overtime. They're getting hungry. It's getting close to dinner time up in here. Some people starting their engines. Hopefully they're not overdoing it too much.
Y'all giving them a show, okay.
So if I'm not mistaken, I believe each team will be granted one more timeout apiece.
I'm on camera.
Barry jumps with the manual. Sheridan.
That's how you do it. Quick start. Start the second overtime quick. I think whoever has the lead going into the final minute is going to win this game.
Gardner around the end now, going towards the baseline. Hit hard by Emmanuel. And two very big individuals collided, sending Gardner to the line.
The bigger they come, the bigger they fall.
I got it. You can
Both have played a tremendous game between Emmanuel and Craig.
I thought you had a full 3 minutes. You said no.
Gardner misses the first, but he's been huge down the stretch from the line. Before that miss, he has hit 4 of his last 4 free throws.
Thanks, Stat Boy.
Right here.
And even in overtime, there's a running clock, so it doesn't stop when there are free throws. 3:40 to go. Sixers with a 1-point lead. McMillan, left wing, dishes down to Emmanuel. Emmanuel pulls it out. Off the key will reset the play. The entry pass is deflected, stolen by Barry.
They tried to go inside right there. Didn't work out for them.
Freeman, little short jumper, couldn't go. And it will be the Sixers ball.
Those open shots aren't going to come that often. He's got to take advantage.
So McMillan brings it across the timeline between the center circles. McMillan with his left hand dumps it down to Sheridan in the high post. Up and under move, skip to the hoop, good.
Get pumped.
Pistons quickly back the other way, top of the key, reset to Garner. Short jumper.
And almost the second time around, they got the open shot there too. Good
Marcus
execution
Bailey.
by Bailey. That's right, Elias.
Now McMillan, same play to Sheridan, high post. Douglas, right-handed hook shot, doesn't go, rebound by Barry.
Coach wants them to push it. To the left.
Nice pass from Freeman inside to Garner. And suddenly the Pistons are back on top by 1. 2 minutes to play here at the Berry School in Malden. 1 point lead for the Pistons, and I believe a timeout was called. If you look up barn burner in the dictionary, you see Sixers Pistons right at the top.
Elias, I'm starting to see some confusion now amongst these guys. They're starting to, they're getting tired. Their minds are starting to hurt along with the bodies.
Douglas goes baseline, can't dump it inside.
There's
Pistons
another, like
recover.
I said, confusion. Pistons get the ball. Execution. Oh my God!
Outlet pass to Sheridan. As he goes up, he's blocked by Gardner. Sheridan wants the foul call.
Doesn't matter, you're up 3.
He doesn't get it, and
Shave
the
it, Paul.
Pistons
4 corners.
up 3 with 1:40 to play.
Go to 4 corners if you get the ball.
Emmanuel, the big guy, calling out the play. Douglas,
No
right wing,
threes.
stolen by Gardner. And he makes it with the left hand.
Amazing effort by Garner. I have been impressed from him through this game that he's been able to execute throughout the entirety of this ball game.
Sheridan up and under, he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Doesn't matter, Paul. He hits 2, you get the ball. Shave it.
So with 1:18 to play, the Pistons have finally given themselves a little bit of breathing room. A 5-point advantage here in double overtime.
Well, he did a wraparound, too. That's offensive. You can't wrap your arm around and move.
At the end of both regulation and the
I
first
say play 4
overtime, the
corners.
Sixers had a
Find
chance
an
to
opening,
win the
take
ball
it.
game at the end, but
Well, you
weren't
got no
able to
timeout.
get off good shots either time.
Got to get it.
Good job, Johnny.
McMillan misses the jumper. Ahead to Gardner. McMillan with a
pass.
nice steal. Emmanuel towards the hoop with the right hand, and he's fouled.
Collide with the wall. Good thing those blue things are over there. Remember when we used to run all those in gym class in high school?
It's all right, good foul.
They make good use as wall shields as well.
All Sixers are on their feet. Why is Eric Ribeiro out? Oh, he hurt his ankle.
So a
Well, that's
4-point
why
ball
they
game.
can't
We're in
That hurts
double
them.
overtime.
He needs to be in.
1 minute to play.
These free throws are huge here. Because remember when I mentioned earlier who has the lead in the final
Well,
minute?
Yeah!
It's probably going to win this game. And the closer the Sixers come to shortening the Pistons' lead, the better chance they have of giving themselves an opportunity to win this ball game. That's exactly what they needed to do right there.
All right, you're up
That's
two.
what they
Good
needed
luck.
to do. Great play.
Let's get out of the camera view,
We're
coaches.
inside 1 minute to play. Pistons have a 2-point lead, 60-58. Barry passes out to Gardner.
I'm sorry, Ricky Douglas has just come out of nowhere in multiple
Shave it.
occasions in this game where you don't see him. There he is, getting the ball.
And Bailey, way off the mark.
Take him out. Joe Wilhot.
And the Sixers called a timeout.
It's a technical if they have none.
But now there's a question of whether they have any timeouts. And if they don't, it's a technical foul.
Why would you shoot that?
Marcus
Even Leslie
Bailey
wouldn't
with
do
an
that
errant shot,
You would try.
completely ill-advised with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, you can see Coach Conrad was very disappointed in that shot.
And now the Sixers will be able to come back and either tie or take the lead on one
Take him, I'll
possession.
give you $100. Nah.
Any team in this league would take it. You should be, I dare you to put me out on. I dare you to put me out on trade. Give me the Celtics. Yeah, right. I thought so.
You can't, I'll send you there, we'll have a better chance of winning.
I mean, what a game, Jim. This has just been more than anybody could have expected out of this matchup.
They do.
Elias, I'm telling you, this is what it comes down to.
Nah,
Execution.
Terrence Nolan would still
I
score.
feel like I'm hurting worse than most of the guys out there.
The Sixers need a basket right here. Doesn't matter. Anything else. They just need this basket more than anything.
McMillan to Emmanuel.
I can't see them winning this game without a basket in this possession.
Douglas. Way short with the shot. Now the Pistons back the other way.
Get Marcus out of the game.
OJ getting a workout lift in there.
The juice done dried up.
Now Marcus Bailey.
Played a hell of a
Two
game.
huge free throws.
He is a beast. Yeah, but Marcus ain't a good free throw shooter, so it don't mean nothing. He's got to hit 2 to win this.
The Pistons have the power here. It's in their hands. It's their game to lose. They have the power to just keep this game in check.
Oh, yeah.
And that shot is not doing it.
He has no idea.
Temps are starting to flare, understandably so.
He's got to hit this.
A little confusion on the Sixers bench about who should rebound on the low block after
Got to
this free
hit this
throw.
free throw.
Bailey needs this one.
Unnecessary on the rebound,
Oh,
Elias.
you play, I pull half court. I go
Now a
half court, then
three-point
deny
ball
the play.
game. Pistons by 3, 17 seconds to go. McMillan. Jump ball.
I can understand what the Sixers are trying to do to save some time on the clock with that roll, but I mean, with 17 seconds, unnecessary to not even pick it up until the half-court mark.
Completely unnecessary. There's plenty of time left in this game. Is that a violation? Both players went up for the ball on
Re-jump.
the jump ball, and neither player touched the ball at its peak. It just came right back down. This may be a violation.
He can't dribble it.
Now the referee giving a very,
Here's the rule.
very good clarification to the
All right,
Pistons.
Howie. Thank you. That's all you got to do is move a foot.
13.2 to play. Pistons by 3.
Let it go out.
And the Sixers.
It's not over.
And
It's
the
not over.
Sixers come within 1.
I don't know, Elias.
He's got to hit them both.
6.4, but
You think the Sixers are going to fade away. They just keep fighting back time and time again. This happened at the end of regulation and at the end of the first overtime.
Pistons had too many opportunities. The Pistons are just going to come through.
Don't need
The
it.
Pistons
Time
just,
left.
if the Pistons lose this, it'll be an unfortunate for them because they've had control at the end of each regulation and have given the Sixers a chance. Don't give them a chance here, Craig. There you go.
So Garner has one big free throw here. I'll have one more free throw.
Yeah.
There are no timeouts for either team. 62-60, 5 seconds to play. Pistons with the lead. Emmanuel gets rid of it to Sheridor. From long range. It's no good. And the Pistons pull out a win, 62-60 in a game for the ages. It took 2 overtimes to do it. but finally
Coming,
the
I'm telling you,
Pistons
next time I see
prevail.
you, I'll have one in my bag.
62-60. And wow,
Yes.
that was quite
I
a
hope so.
contest.
Nice. I better be in the top.
Here alongside Coach Paul Conrad of the
Pull the cord
winning
straight.
Pistons. They were able to come through in double overtime. Coach,
It's all right.
you ran up a couple different plays at the end of regulation.
Thank you.
At the end of the first overtime. What adjustments did you make to have your team actually execute in the second overtime?
Well, number one, we had to switch defense. They were beating us bad when we were playing 2-3, so we switched to the 3-2 defense to take away the three-point shooting, and I thought it did. The big guy on that team, OJ, gives a lot.
Elias.
Way too many rebounds. But
Get in there.
What I wanted to do is once we got them in foul trouble, and especially when we were shooting 2 free throws every time they fouled us, we just kept them taking us strong to the basket.
You're going to wrap up, right?
And they did. They actually hit our free throws, because we're actually not a good free throw shooting team, but we were today, and that was the difference in the end.
Thank you very much, Coach Conrad. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
All right, Elias, go ahead.
Jim Foley here alongside my broadcast partner, Elias Feldman. Elias, I just spoke with Coach Conrad. He was able to tell me about how they're executing at the free throw line, which is what helped them down the clutch. He was able to adjust his offense and defense in the second overtime, and that's pretty much what it did. What did you see to change with the Pistons and, mind you, the Sixers, which is the Pistons were able to just dominate the second overtime?
Well, I mean, what it really came down to is who had a little bit of gas in the tank, who had the most guts coming down the stretch. Because in a double overtime game, everyone's winded, especially towards the end of it. And it's just whoever could eke out that last little bit of energy prevailed.
All right, well, that'll do it. Jim Foley, Elias Feldman, Malden Neighborhood League basketball action. See you next time.
3, 2.
What's the end of that one?